It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report
Talk to him.
with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, we were telling you about Justin Bieber taking a break because he needs to focus on some deep-rooted issues. He discussed dealing with depression and all of that. But he is still working on music. Well, he got very upset. Somebody wrote, "You are not in love with Hailey. You only married her to get back at Selena Gomez. Plus, Hailey sleeps with men like Shawn Mendes for fame, and she's a racist."
Damn.
Ooh. Well, Justin Bieber did respond. He said, "A logical person doesn't talk or think this way. You should be ashamed of yourself, really. I absolutely loved and love Selena. She will always hold a place in my heart. But I am head over heels in love with my wife, and she is absolutely the best thing that has ever happened to me." He goes on to say, "This is a reply to all immature, sick people who send Hailey hurtful messages like he always goes back to Selena or Selena is better for him. You have no idea my life and what's good for me. Hailey is my bride. Period. If you don't like that or support that, that means you don't support me. You're not a fan or a good person. If you were raised right, your parents would have said, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything."
Yeah, I mean, when celebrities make statements like that, they are making them for the press. Those are things they want the world to know, but they don't necessarily want to volunteer the information. So when you have a person on social media who says something to them, they can take that opportunity to say what it is they really want to say.
Yeah, he clearly wants to make sure everyone sees this message because he also posted a screenshot of it in his Instagram story and said, "Stop sending Hailey and I these messages. If you love me, screenshot this and repost everywhere."
Hey, just want you to know that doesn't work on social media. When you say things like that, you just make the trolls send more.
This is how I'll get him to respond.
Yes, they're just going to send more messages to your wife now, but I understand the sentiment, Justin.
Now, there was also a woman who just went into his hotel room. He was staying at a hotel in Laguna Beach yesterday, and somebody just bursted into his room. Apparently, she'd been partying, and she'd been roaming the hallways of the hotel. Security had actually escorted her off the property. She ended up coming back. She was drunk, and she said that she entered his room by mistake. So he just told her to get out, and security held her until cops arrived.
That's right. Get out of here, devil. Leave
How did she
now.
get into his room, though? How did she get into the room?
I don't know how she got
That's the
in.
most important thing. How did she just open the door and walk right in?
Who knows? Probably came in through a vent.
A vent.
Trying to make that man cheat. Get out of here.
All right,
Get
now
behind thee, Satan.
Kodak Black was supposed to do a show in Canada, but unfortunately, he couldn't get into Canada. Now, we can't tell everything that went on because, his Instagram is offline right now. He's had a lot of activity on there as of late. But his DJ Showtime, said, "I didn't know it was so hard getting into Canada." Where have you been?
Hey, where
but
have
for
you
all
been?
the fans who wanted to see Kodak Black tonight, sorry, y'all, government don't play the radio. Just know we tried to get in there for y'all, and Kodak is very upset about the outcome.
I'm not mad at Canada. I can see why they wouldn't let Kodak Black in their country. I mean, I can understand. I get it.
All right, now let's discuss Apple TV Plus. They have some new programming that's going to go live. In addition to digital editions of print magazines, they're also going to have a lot of different shows. And Oprah is actually going to have a couple of projects on there. She has 2 new documentaries that she's talking about. One of them is about sexual harassment and assault in the workplace. It's called Toxic Labor right now. And the second project, which is Untitled, is a multi-part series about mental health and how depression, anxiety, PTSD, addiction, trauma, and loss affects lives on a global scale. She's also bringing back her book club on the streaming service in a fresh way. She's going to have original author interviews.
Okay. I'm here for the mental health documentary.
Yeah, should be exciting.
And her book recommendations.
Yeah,
even
the
though
book club.
Even though I can get those from her podcast.
Yeah. But, she's going to do the interviews with authors, and I love doing that. I have my book club, and I do my interviews with authors, too. But I think it's just a whole different level when you're able to bring that to people so they can actually talk to the author, see what the author was thinking, and it's just nice, intimate. All right, Tiffany Haddish, by the way, is producing a stand-up comedy series for Netflix. It's called Tiffany Haddish Presents They Ready. And she actually handpicked 6 up-and-coming stand-up comics to do half-hour specials.
Yes. So that's a great deal that she brokered because, she's able to empower other comedians.
She's executive producer alongside Wanda Sykes and Paige Hurwitz. So congratulations to her.
Drop on the clues bombs for Tiff.
All right, Buju Banton is talking about his controversial song, Boom Bye Bye. That song is from 1992. I know a lot of people are going to see Buju in concert. I'll be seeing him in the Bahamas this weekend. But
You going this weekend?
Yes, in the Bahamas.
Don't tell me Buju apologizing for that
Well,
song.
what he said was he wrote that song when he was a lot younger. He was 15 years old when he wrote that song, and it was originally about a pedophile who was caught molesting young boys in his neighborhood in Jamaica. He hasn't performed that song since 2007, but he did speak out. He told Urban Islands, "I recognize that song has caused much pain to listeners as well as to my fans, my family, and myself. After all the adversity we've been through, I'm determined to put this song in the past and continue moving forward as an artist and as a man. I affirm once and for all that everyone has the right to live as they so choose. In the words of the great Dennis Brown, love and hate can never be friends. I welcome everyone to my shows in a spirit of peace and love. Please come join me in that same spirit." So that song has been removed from all streaming services like Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all of that.
Listen, when you know better, you do better. But boy,
That's right.
I tell you one thing. If hip-hop artists stop performing songs that are destructive to our people and community and offensive, boy, back catalogs would be non-existent, won't they?
Boom Bye Bye was a little harsh.
That was a little harsh. It was
Come on
very
now.
harsh.
You can't do
A
that
full
song.
song?
Yes.
A full song,
So-
Charlamagne.
But I didn't know that song was what he said was about a pedophile
Right.
that was molesting young boys.
Listen,
I didn't know that's what he originally wrote it
agree.
about, but it's a terrible song.
I agree Boom Bye was a terrible song, but you telling me that there's not a bunch of songs in hip-hop back catalog that aren't just as terrible? When it comes
No,
to
a
when it
full
comes to
song?
misogyny, when it comes to murder, when it comes to the celebration of drug culture, gang culture, y'all out y'all damn mind. Knock it off.
Not about killing a gay person just because they're gay. I don't know. What other song? You tell me a song.
What did you grow up in? What culture did you grow up in?
All right, well, I'm Angela
What are we
Yee,
talking
and
about here?
that is your
Name
rumor
one.
report.